Here's some of the community garden. Let me back up. I don't know how to do this, but this is what it looks like. They kept the rows extra large, the spaces in between the beds extra large because it's supposed to be wheelchair accessible. The beds are 4x8s or 4x4s. This one is a hexagon. Yep. With lots of echinacea in it, purple coneflower. This one over here is another 4x4 one. And it has tomatoes and dill. And then if you go this way, that's a 4x12. And it has, these are all private beds. This is maybe kale, I think. Maybe cabbage in front and kale, or Brussels sprouts, I think maybe in the middle. These here. But I don't see Brussels sprouts yet. I doubt if they're going to eat the leaves off the cabbage and stuff. That red thing there is lettuce that is going to seed. And then the rest there's some basil back there, almost next to the pole. You see that? And these are cabbages, I think. And then this way is a big old zucchini plant, or 2 or 3. I think there's a pepper plant right there. I don't know what kind. I can't see that far. And then here's some more tomato. I would just flip the camera, but you people probably can't handle that part. There's a big tomato plant. And then across this aisle, if I back up again, across this aisle, that is tomatoes. There's a big kind. Here's another kind. Maybe a dwarf or a miniature, or I don't know the varieties. This is lettuce. That there is lettuce. And I'm moving the camera sideways again. More lettuce. I would say those are broccoli. Broccoli has more of a cone shape. See that? Those broccoli plants. The shape is a cone. Like an upside down cone. And these over there, those short round ones are the cabbage. I would bet they're cabbage. So you can see right away the difference in the plants if you forget which is their cabbages and which are your broccolis. And then if you go this way, I'm coming to something they're going to regret with these gardens. I see they bought a lavender, which I don't think can grow here, but people keep trying. And sorry, my ankle doesn't have a brace on it. So that's one of the reasons it jumps around so much, is trying to walk without a brace. And those are nasturtiums. And then there's 2 kinds of basil. And this is one of the things that, first of all, that's probably oregano. And it's from somebody's yard. So it has weeds in it. So now there's weeds in this bed. And oregano is unbelievably aggressive. So there's nothing in that's not in a pot or anything, or have bricks around it or anything to slow it down. So it's got grass in it, it's got other weeds in it, and it looks to me like it's oregano, which needs to be contained. Here's another kind of, I see there's another basil there. So that's that bed. And then if I turn this way, this is a 4x12 bed. And it's got lots of tomatoes in it. I don't know if they planted these or if they came up from seed from last year. Because they do that a lot here. That they will just come back. And I see down here in this corner, they have marigold. And I hope that weed is a plant, like tomatillo or something. This great big tall weed. Or great big tall plant. I'm hoping it's tomatillo and not a weed. Or something like that. So we could go this way. This is another thing they did. Oh my goodness, almost fell. Over there. See, they got a whole garden in that corner. It looks like broccoli or maybe Brussels sprouts. Maybe Brussels sprouts. And in a round pot. And then under there is another round pot. And that looks like summer squash to me. And then another pot of summer squash. Guess I better pay attention to how I'm aiming this camera, huh? So then I go this way, and in the corner, it goes along the corner and then the other side. And there's a big pot, more squash in it. And then I go this way, and we're one of the places that lets real wild native milkweed. We try to let it grow because it's one of the fastest for the monarchs butterflies to get. It's like one of the only ones they'll use. So this is the other side of this 4x4 bed. And go this way. There's more basil. There's like a more common basil. Maybe giant basil. I don't know the basils yet. Here's some tomatoes. Something is moving in the bed. I don't know what. So I'll back up a little. And right there, I didn't know you could see my shadow. There's either chives or scallions or something like that. That grass, that stuff isn't grass. And then over here is flat leaf parsley. And right there, see that parsley? See that guy right there? It's probably a girl, hopefully. Let me see if I can get it centered. See that great big guy? That's probably a swallowtail butterfly. I don't want to, it's pretty big. You don't want to chase it off, but I want you to see it. It's pretty big. It's well, really cool. It's so pretty. It's just the colors on them just pop. But if like wasps and stuff will eat them. And everybody encourages wasps because they eat the caterpillars from the cabbage moth. So if we're here, see all this parsley it's in. So swallowtails, this is zone 4 or 5. Swallowtails are like the only ones that can overwinter here. Now for those great big pretty butterflies. So we even don't have any of them. No monarchs, and there's nothing here of them anymore. So now that on that cheerful note, let's go and look at the next parsley. Here, this is another tomato, of course. And it's very small, so maybe it's a miniature. This is, see that curly leaf broccoli? Let me see if I can show you. See curly leaf broccoli? And then over there was flat leaf parsley. So, sorry, I got distracted by a fly. Here's the 2 different marigolds. And then I gotta stand up again. This looks like another lavender, but it is being crowded. Whoops. Here. I'll even weed it. Then they'll be really